Hello everyone, this is Web Development Tutorial for Beginners video 6. We're doing CSS video 2. We're going to learn how to hover over a button and change the color and text color of it, how to alter text in general, and adding border and padding. So let's get going. So the first thing we can do is have a little bit of fun here and change this to dotted instead of solid, and then you'll see that it shows up has a dotted border instead of a solid border, so you can mix and match that, and you can look some things up and decide what all you want to do with that. You also can change the text in a few different ways, and I was going to show you some. So we can do a text decoration, and that will be underline, and so Control S, Control R. We can have all of ours underlined. You could have just the heading underlined. So let's say we wanted it within our box, dot box, and if we check, okay, in our box, okay, so in our box we have an two H1s, and let's say we just wanted those underlined. We could do dot box H1 and then have these just be what is underlined, and then Control R, and now just the headers are underlined. So you can see how that can work for us and be pretty cool for us. So as we go forward, just understand that you're able to do that. And another little thing that we can do with our text is we can change it to lowercase or uppercase. So if we wanted to, let's have our text, and we'll call it a transform, and that will be changing the text and transforming it from just regular uppercase and lowercase to just uppercase. So let's watch this happen. So Control R, and now we have all uppercase here. Okay. Another little thing that we can do is we can have not just line spacing, but we can do word spacing. And so if we did word spacing and 1 EM, remember EM is a standard unit of measure for the height of some lettering and things like that. You can see you space it out. You could do 0.2, and that spaces it out a little bit less, and experiment with that however you'd like to do it. Okay, the next thing I want to do is create a button, and I'm going to have it highlight in a way that will allow us to see if something is hovering or not. So if you go down to where you find your submit and create a little space in there, you can create a div tag, and we can cut and paste, and we can create a class equals button. Control S, and then if we do dot button, then we can do a hover command, and if we hover over it, it's something specific that we want to have happen. So we can have the background of the image change to red, and we could have the color of the text go to black. Okay, Control S, make sure in HTML, the file, you Control S there, and then refresh. And right now it'll highlight the whole thing, and so that's huge. So we need to make a couple little edits to that. So we can do a couple things. Is we need to have the width of this be, so the submit button is about 50 pixels, so we're going to make it about 60 pixels. And if we Control S, Control R, that is a little bit better, but still the height is off. So what we're also going to do is go ahead and do a border again, and we're just going to do a general border and have it be 5 pixels, and check out how that looks. So if you notice here, there is no border around the edge of the submit button, that it's not even. And so what we're going to need to do is create what we call a padding. And that allows for some excess area that goes around the whole outside of the button that is not necessarily part of the button, but it gets added on as extra padding. So if you add that in, you notice that there is when the 5 pixels of the border actually surround, and now you have a well done submit button. Thanks for watching Web Development Tutorial for Beginners video 6 and CSS video 2. We learned how to hover over a button and alter the text, added border and padding so that your text box and your submit buttons have a little bit of a border around them. Thanks for watching.